You will find the mean or average of the data given. That is the objective for this lesson, which is 3.2, finding the mean. Make sure that in your notebook or in your paper, wherever you are recording your notes, that you write the date and you write 3.2, find the mean. Always make sure that you have the date that you're writing it, the lesson number, and the lesson title. Let's focus on this question. So this is a bar graph which shows the number of cars sold by each of the 5 car salespeople during the same month. So this is the bar graph and the title says the cars sold in 1 month. And you are looking at the salesperson's name, Albert, Benjamin, Florence, Greg, and Carla. And if you look on the vertical axis, in this case, the number of cars sold, and you have numbers ranging from 0 to 18 in intervals of 2. So they are skip counting by 2s. The question is asking you what is the mean number of cars. So when they're asking you what is the mean, the same thing they can also ask you as what is the average. So what is the mean number of cars sold during this month for these 5 salespeople? So let's focus on each one of them. So Albert sold 13 cars because you have a 12 and the line is between the 12 and the 14, so you take it as 13. Benjamin sold 18 cars. Florence sold 10 cars. Greg sold 10 cars. And Carla sold, this is 18, so Carla is between 18 and 20, so Carla sold 19 cars. So these are the numbers for the 5 salesmen. The question is asking you what is the average. To find the average, all you need to do is add all the numbers, count how many numbers are there, and divide by the total number of numbers you have. So let's add all the numbers that you have. So 9 plus 8 is 17, 18, 19, 20. 2 is a carryover. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 70 is the total. So you found the addition part, which is finding the total. So now let's count how many numbers you had. So there was Albert, Benjamin, Florence, Greg, and Carla, which is 5, which is the same thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you counted 5 numbers. So let's take the addition, which was a 70, and let's divide it by how many numbers we counted. So we counted 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or if you look at it like this, we counted 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So let's divide it by 5. 5 goes into 7 1 times. 5 times 1 is 5. Subtract. 7 minus 5 is 2. Bring the 0 down. 5 goes into 20 4 times, which is 20. Subtract 0. So the mean number of cars sold during this month in this case is 14. Now pause the video, read this question, understand this question, and let's continue together. You have to understand that Mark and Vince are competing in a 5-day fishing tournament. So there are 2 people. So for the first person in this case is Mark, and the second person in this case is Vince. So let's focus on what Mark did. Mark caught the following number of pounds of fish each day. So he caught 7, 8, 10, 4, and 5. Vince caught the following number of pounds of fish each day. So let's focus on Vince's number. He caught 11, 6, 7, 4, and 5, which is these numbers. Now let's focus on the question. On average, who caught the most pounds of fish each day? That is one part of the question. The second question is, what was the average number of pounds caught? Since they are asking you to find the average, which means they are asking you to find the mean. Once again, the way that you're going to find the mean is you add, you count, and you divide. So let's add the numbers for Mark. So Mark's number in this case is going to be 8 plus 7 is 15. 15 plus 15 is 20. 15 plus 5 is 20. 20 plus 4 is 24. 2 is a carryover. 2 plus 1 is 3. So let's focus on Mark's addition, which in this case came to 34. And now let's add how many numbers Mark had. Mark had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, which you also can look from here. He had 5 numbers. And let's divide it. So 34 divide by 5. 5 cannot go in a 3. 5 can go in a 34. 6 times. 5 times 6 is 30. Subtract, that is a 4. Now remember, you want to finish the division. Look at all the answer choices. They are all in decimal. So let's put a decimal point. Bring the decimal point straight up and add a 0 inside the shelter. Bring the 0 down. 50 goes into 40 8 times, which in this case is going to be 8 times 5 is 40. So Mark's average came to be as 6.8. Now let's focus on wins, because the question is asking on average who caught the most pounds of fish each day and what was the average number of pounds caught. So we need to find the same for wins. The only way you're going to find the average is if you add, count and divide. So let's do the addition for wins. So in this case it's going to be 11 plus 6 plus 1 is 7, 7 plus 7 is 14, 14 plus 4 is 18, 18 plus 5 is 23. 2 is a carryover. 2 plus 1 in this case is 3. So you did the addition part. Now let's count how many numbers Vince had. Vince also had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So the last step is you take your addition, which was 33, and you divide it by the 5. 5 cannot go in a 3. 5 can go into a 33. 6 times. 5 times 6 is 30. Subtract 3. Now make sure that you put the decimal point, bring the decimal point straight up, add a 0, bring the 0 down. 5 goes into a 30 6 times. So Vin's average in this case came to 6.6. So Mark's average was 6.8, Vin's average was 6.6. The question is, on average, who caught the most pounds of fish each day? So obviously Mark caught because he got 6.8, whereas Vince only got 6.6. So obviously Mark wins. So that means this is not an option and this is not an option. You got two choices. The second part of the question is, what was the average number of pounds caught? Remember, you got the average to be a 6.8, which eliminates this question. So the correct answer in this case is B. Please make sure that you can rewind the question and watch it again if you are getting confused. Pause the video, read the question, understand the question, and let's begin together. David wanted an average of 81 or higher in math class. At the end of the semester, David had the following grades in math. So let's list all the numbers that David had. So he had a 70, a 73, a 79, 82, 82, 83, and 84. These are the grades that he had in math. Each grade counted the same towards his semester average. David told his parents that he had a median score of 82. Remember, he wanted to get 81 or higher in the math class. He wanted to get an average of 81 or higher. He told his parents that he had a median score of 82. Median is actually the middle number. So he took the middle number in this case and he told his parents that he had an 82. But when he got the report card, it showed that his grade was only a 79. So why is there a difference between what David told his parents and what the report card showed? Remember, median is the middle number. So he took the middle number 82 and told his parents that his score is 82 on the report card. But when the actual report card came in, it only showed a 79. Let's double check and see how the report card calculates. So what you do is, like in the math class, so this is your, for example, if this is your quiz, daily test, daily quiz. Or example, if you take these are your grades, you don't even have to go by whether it is daily or quiz. You pretend these are your grades and all you need to do is find the average. The way you're going to find the average or the mean in this case is add, count, and divide. So let's add all the numbers together, which is going to give you 553. So the addition in this case is 553. Let's count how many numbers are there. So there is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So he had 7 grades. The last part is division. So you take a 553, you divide by 7. 7 cannot go in a 5. 7 can go into a 55. 7 times 7 is 49. You cannot take a 9 from a 5. Let's borrow. 15 minus 9 is 6. 4 minus 4 is 0. Bring the 3 down. 7 goes into 63 9 times. So that is going to be your 79. So actually, your report card is finding the average, and in this case, it came to be as a 79. So that is what he needed, but actually he only scored a 79 in this class at this time.